Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To some of you, and peace out to the rest of you. Black Heart is signing black in again, asking you to hit that share button first because the like and the subscribe buttons benefit me, but sharing benefits us, and that's important. Some Muslims have brought up a very valid point sometimes, and this was something that was brought up months ago, and that is to say that I can't be both Muslim and red pill, and that red pill is not a part of Islam. Well, that really depends. Whether red pill is a part of Islam, it just depends on the women. It's up to the women to prove or disprove red pill knowledge to be true. But red pill awareness would not have developed in response to nothing at all. Somewhere down the line, there had to be some idea. There had to be some observation of some jacked up behaviors on the parts of our lady relatives in order for a lot of us to be sitting up here talking today about female nature and red pill behavior or red pill awareness. And a lot of women don't want to, a lot of innocent women even don't want to admit to the guilt of the guilty women. They shouldn't have to accept it, it's not their guilt, but many of them don't even want to admit to the guilt of the guilty women because they feel like they have to hide something from men. I found no better motive to explain much of the behavior of women and the confusion men feel than the motive of wanting to hide something from men. Which would be why even innocent women would say, oh no, that's not even the motive. Well, what were you doing? Even to men that they know. Even to men that they know didn't do anything and don't go around provoking the worst behaviors. It's strange to understand that, but that's really what's going on. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of women. When men that they know will tell them what they've been through because of some other women, these women will say, well, what were you doing? And I'm not talking about simply rejection or selection. I'm talking about something worse than that. I'm talking about actual ill treatment or things that women don't tolerate. She didn't show up. Oh, well, what were you wearing when you asked her out? Stuff like that. But you let a man not show up for a date for no reason, or even a good reason. Let him be dead. And there's no sort of forgiveness. I want to say this, though. Some have said, well, Black Heart, you sit up here and talk about how women don't want anybody. They don't want a normal man until they're single mothers and they're old. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam married a widowed single mother who was older than him. Okay. Who was she though? And then they'll say it's a shame how far Muslim men have gotten away from the example of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Muhammad was 25. He did not approach anyone at that point in his life. He didn't approach women. He meditated. Khadijah was older than him. Now, the greater evidence is that she was 28 and he was 25. 3-year age difference. The lesser evidence is that she was 40, but that's what a lot of people have heard. 15 years his senior. Nonetheless, she was older than him. She was wealthy. She was a widow. She wasn't an ex-thought, an ex-Instagram model. She wasn't coming to him saying, look, I need you to help me raise these kids that I had from somebody else, let alone kids from another man and she had turned down marriage proposals from wealthy men on top of that, and then went and approached him, sent someone to approach him for them to get married. That is a completely different story from today. Today you want to sit on your behinds. You want to defend the guilty even when you're innocent. You want to be approached, but then you want to turn around and you want to be approached after you spent your youth and your best years approaching men that were the least deserving of it because they had swag. And then you want the most deserving men to settle for raising your kids by these other men. But you want to be approached in the process. you're still offering the worst deal to the best men. End of story. I hope what I'm saying is a benefit. Assalamu alaikum.